We all just went through a global pandemic, one that perhaps most people might have already moved on from. However, if you're a neurotic paranoid like myself, more than likely we'd be seen still wearing masks out, avoiding crowded places, or even alcohol swabbing all my stuff. Whichever habit we may be stuck with, we cannot deny the long-lasting impact that a pandemic like that has on all of us. But what if we experience a pandemic that happened not just on Earth, but to the entire galaxy? Hello Star Travelers, I'm El, the head developer of I Need Space. And today, I'll be sharing a little bit about the universe of this game and the galactical adversities that we'll be facing when venturing this seemingly cozy space. If you are new to this project, feel free to click the link at the bottom to watch the gameplay highlights from the previous devlog. The game takes place in the Solfège star system, consisting of 7 sectors in total, each protected with its own unique guardians called the Cosmic Beings. Fun fact, Nebula is one of them. Currently, the entire galaxy was swept by a mysterious pandemic. Everything was engulfed in a destructive haze that rendered most oxygen-producing flora to be extinct and mass population desperate to survive. Each sector essentially is an open-world level that consists of complexes, zones, clusters, core, and celestial bodies like planets and moons. All can be explored in-game seamlessly with no loading screens. The team and I designed each sectors based on specific themes and visual languages. The first sector is based on a theme of curiosity, a fitting theme for the opening hours. This region is visually littered with space junks, clusters, and trastroid hazards. The objective is to find a way towards the core and meet with the cosmic being of that sector to solve their problems. In a form of a boss fight, no less. But that's another topic for another day. And eventually, you get to save the entire galaxy, or most of it. Like any great stories I know, there won't be a desire for redemption if there weren't any tragedies, and no heroic protagonist without memorable villains.
No, I am your father.
In my previous game, Samudra, there are persistent salarymen that chases you around in their sharp suit and faceless deep-sea helmet. In many ways, the Apemen are of the same essence, and are the evolution of those deep-sea salarymen, but now designed with a wider variations and purpose. The Apemen are space-venturing human race that have been generationally forced into all kinds of exploitative labor, such as planet fracking, slavery, overmining, and so on, due to the scarcity of oxygen. Their group serves as a brute end of the galaxy's political agendas. The Apemen were one of those designs that's been passed around before it became what it is. It was originally just a doodle, an idea by our animator Abe. It was then passed on to Pharaoh, our environment artist, who came up with the first concept and look of the character, before finally being put together in a more proportional, more detailed and functional version by our lead artist, Stacy. I love antagonists with emotionless faces like Darth Vader, the goons in Killzone, or Psycho Mantis. There is just an unnerving fear that manifests when you look into a soul's eyes of a masked villain, not knowing what they're intending or feeling. Now, circling back to the state of the Solfège Galaxy, the impact of pandemic and the Apemen exploitation visibly left a barren wake of dying planets that are depressing to look at. However, these planets can be rekindled back to a healthy living ecosystem they once were. Rekindling is a chemical farming process that requires the balanced alignment of 3 components: soil condition, water acidity, and atmospheric quality. Meeting all the conditions rekindles the planet and reveals the local ecosystem as a reward, providing passive crafting resources, and last but not least, introduces an endangered alien critter that can later on be adopted into your own space daycare. It's been a wild ride designing this game. The team and I really wouldn't be able to get to where we are today without your constructive feedbacks. So let us know if you have any suggestions for the game or just want to say hi in general. That's it for now. Please support by subscribing to this channel, and I'll see you in the next update. Laters!